Hello, so I made it to day 2. I am going to tell a story today. It was a story. I have a really good memory, and I remember a lot of things from when I was about 4 to 5 years old. And not only do I remember, but I even remember my thoughts. Like, I could review, I could look at some pictures from when I was a kid, and I can actually remember what my thoughts were in there. And so, anyways, so I was a child about, I think I was either, I don't know if I was 4 or 5, but I was definitely one of those ages. And this is the very first memory that I have of a spiritual, or one might call it a psychic encounter. I don't know, but you know how they say when you're a child, you're more in tune, you have more psychic abilities or whatever. But anyways, this is the very first time that I have any memory, of something like this happening. And it's weird. It's definitely weird. I don't know how much scary it is, but it's definitely weird or unusual, or maybe it's not, depending on your point of view. So anyways, I had a hamster, okay, and he was like a Houdini. This dang hamster was like always escaping, always and forever escaping. I mean, it even came to the point where we're putting books on there, and he still managed to get out. So this hamster wanted to be a free bird, I guess. I don't know, although he didn't realize it was a hamster. Just kidding. But anyway, so it was at night, and I was walking down my hallway, and it wasn't the brightest. It was like kind of very, it was dim, and I had to go number 1. So I'm going down the hallway, and I'm about to turn, and then I was looking down at the floor while I was walking, and I happened to notice I saw like a little. It's like it wasn't in solid form like we are here. Like, we can touch each other. It was more like it wasn't a silhouette, but it was like a see-through type of image. Okay. And I saw the hamster come out of my room, and then it ran down the edge of the hallway wall, and it just ran like that. And then I saw it curve this way, like towards me, towards the part of the hallway I was coming from. And I was like, I knew though, when I saw it, I knew that it wasn't the real hamster. I knew it was like an image I was seeing, not a real hamster. And then I stopped though. I stopped walking, and I looked down at it, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. And then like seconds later, I see the real hamster, who's more solid and darker and more, I guess, visible. It wasn't see-through. The other image was see-through. And then I see the hamster go down the hallway of the wall. And I'm like, oh, it's following the same path that I just saw it do. It's doing the same exact thing. So I know where it's going to go. I know exactly where it's going to turn. And then I'm just going to stand over there and wait for it so it can come right into my hands, and I'll catch it. And that's exactly what I did, because I had just seen it. So I went exactly to where I saw the hamster turn, and I was able to catch it. And then I put it back in its cage, and I stuck a book on top of it, and I ran and told my mom, because I was so excited. I was like, Mom, I saw the hamster. I knew where it was going to go. I saw it, Mom. I saw the hamster come out of my room, and I knew where it was going to turn. So when he came out of my room, I really knew where he was going to go. So I went there, and I caught him, and I put him back. And then my mom's like, oh, that's cool. And I explained it the best way that I could as a 4-year-old, and I had no idea And then I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't that cool to her, but to me it was amazing. And I had no idea at that time. I had no idea, like, I had a vision. I saw something. I just thought it was really cool and really awesome, but I dismissed it as like, whatever. I guess it wasn't a big deal, and that was it, you know. So today, and I honestly have never thought of that experience as to what it could have possibly taught me or what that could have meant. And today I thought of, I was shown the path and I followed it. And because I listened and followed the path that I was guided to see, it was so much easier, and it made my life so much easier in catching that hamster. And so I remember trying to capture that freaking hamster. And hello, have you ever tried to capture a hamster loose in your house? Well, that was probably the only time I ever had to do that. But I mean, it's like trying to catch a rabbit, 3 times, 4 times smaller. I don't know. But anyway, so it would have been very difficult, and I possibly would have even lost the hamster if I wouldn't have followed the path I was shown. And so, but because I did listen to guidance and I did follow the path that was shown, I was able to catch him on the first try. And it was so much more easier versus if I would have fought the path I was shown or feared the path that I was shown, I would have possibly missed it and had a hardship in trying to catch that mouse, as a metaphor. So that's what I thought of today, because I don't know. I thought it was a pretty cool story. And yeah. So follow the path that you're shown. Let yourself be guided and follow the path to make it easier on you. And don't go buy toilet paper. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't want to offend anyone. And I'm not making light of what's going on or making fun of any kind of situation. Sorry.